Story time on how a man ran after me yesterday. At the same time, I think this is a good reminder that anything can happen to anyone, no matter what they're wearing. This is what I was wearing. So I was walking through the street, obviously minding my own business because I was on my way to the mosque. I have my AirPods in, so I cannot hear anything, and I did not notice that some guy was following me. He was, I don't know, mid-40s, mid-30s, around. He was tall, so it was easy for him to walk fast. I did not notice that he was speaking to me until he came very close and he started speaking. Mind you, there were a lot of people around us because it was 28th November yesterday. Black Friday, Flag Day, everything. So there were many people. And I took my AirPods out. I was like, maybe he knows me from somewhere because why else would someone even speak to me? So I asked him, mind you, I've never seen him, but I thought maybe we're related or something because sometimes I don't recognize my family members because I have a billion here. And he said, no, I just thought you're cute. And before I even get to say anything, I gave the look, you know, what the flip. And he said, can I take you out to coffee? Come to coffee with me. And I'm like, no, I'm not interested. And I started walking faster and I took my AirPods in immediately. So I don't know if he kept talking to me or whatever, but he definitely kept following me. When I walked faster, he walked faster. Mind you, again, as I'm saying, there were hundreds of people around us. He did not care. He was still following me. And I really started speeding up. And when I speed up, I speed up. Again, he started following me. And, you know, obviously my mind was not to go into a store or to talk to another person. I don't know why. My only thought is I need to go to the mosque. I need to go to the restaurant at the mosque because I've been there. Very nice people. And I don't know, for some reason I thought this is the only place I will actually feel safe. So I start running, and to go to that mosque you go past 2 other mosques, and I was running and I got to go over the green light and I kept looking back and I like see him, you know. He did not get to go over the light, so I ran into the restaurant, and obviously at this point I've already had a mental breakdown because I'm so scared, like why is this man running after me? And he tried to make it less noticeable when there were less people, so that's where he only walked fast but he did not run. And so that is why I got to go with the green light and he did not. And then I run, you know, and I barely run, but this time I was again only instinct. I go to the mosque and I go into the restaurant and I just run in, and like this is embarrassing I think, but there were many men because they were going to the Jummah prayer, so they were outside the mosque and they all looked at me like what is going on, like why is she crying, why is she like, you know, they could see I was scared. So just I did not think of it. I ran past them. I go into the restaurant and everyone, they go then to the owner and they say to the owner, ask what's wrong, like we can see something is wrong. I just started crying and I tell them about this man that's been following me for the last 10 minutes or so. And they were like, we gotta call the police. Do you want us to call the police? Blah, blah, blah. I said, no, I don't think he's like around anymore. I think he's gone. I'm just like very scared. I'm so sorry. You know? I even apologized for crying because, you know, obviously, I don't know, I'm embarrassed. But they were so nice. They were like, this should feel like your home. Don't feel anything bad. And then it was Jummah prayer. I go into pray. But before I go into pray, I look outside. I see that he's standing there waiting for me. He did not go into the prayer, by the way. After that, I go into the restaurant again. I eat some food. I tell them the entire story. They were so friendly and nice and helped me feel better. After that, he was gone.